Hello guys, it is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video. And like I said before, this is just a couple of series of random reviews out of the blue. Just a couple of random reviews of just for some random movies. And I figured I'd talk about this one next. Because I watched this film again, and, you know, when I think of like really underrated movies, this immediately comes to my mind as one of the most underrated movies. I mean, it's so forgotten about, it doesn't get talked about at all, and it's a shame because I think this film is fantastic. It's criminally underrated, has bits of humor, it's got drama, it's got some good action, has a great heart to it as well, and overall, I mean, I'm not, you know, I'll tell you right now, this review is going to be on this. Uncommon Valor. This was a film that was released in 1983, directed by Ted Kotcheff, who did First Blood, and then after this would do Weekend at Bernie's, which is a really fun comedy. But Uncommon Valor. Basically, I believe this was the very first film that dealt with rescuing POWs in the Vietnam War. And then later you would have films like, you know, Rambo First Blood Part 2 and things like that, but this was like the first film, I believe, that dealt with that kind of plot. But you have a fantastic cast of people. You have Gene Hackman. You also have, basically Gene Hackman plays a guy whose son went missing in the Vietnam War, and basically he wants to go back to see if he can try to find and rescue his son, but at the same time rescue some other POWs out there. And he gets together with, this oil tycoon guy played by Robert Stack, the late great Robert Stack, who was the narrator of Unsolved Mysteries, among many other stuff. And basically they gather up, Gene Hackman and Robert Stack put together the team from Gene Hackman's son's, Gene Hackman's buddies from back in the day, and they put the team together. And the team, you have Fred Ward, Reb Brown, Randall Tex Cobb, Tim Thomerson, Patrick Swayze, the late great Patrick Swayze. I think it's one of the very first things he ever did, Patrick Swayze. A very young Patrick Swayze. And basically all of them go back and try to rescue POWs and see if they can find Gene Hackman's son. And that's pretty much what it's about. But like I said before, this film has such a great heart to it. It's got really good bits of humor, it's got drama, it's got some great action, and the camaraderie between the characters is absolutely fantastic, especially between, Randall Tex Cobb and I believe Patrick Swayze and things like that. Like when they're fighting with each other, and Randall Tex Cobb, the character as Sailor, goes, "You just opened up a whole can of whoop ass," and things like that. Now basically with the characters, Fred Ward plays a tunnel rat. You have Reb Brown, who you might know from the 1990 Captain America movie. I think he was in Fright Night 2. He plays a demolitions expert. Randall Tex Cobb as Sailor. You have Patrick Swayze as Scott, who is like the rookie of the group. Harold Sylvester is a helicopter pilot, if I can talk right. Harold Sylvester plays a helicopter pilot. Tim Thomerson plays Charts, who is also a helicopter pilot. Robert Stack, of course, is with Gene Hackman. The music is done by James Horner. Rest in peace, James Horner. Really underrated score. I mean, Ted Kotcheff just did a great job directing this. It's one of the most underrated movies ever. Not just like war movies, but movies in general. I would love to see this film get like a Blu-ray or a special edition one day, because this film deserves it. I mean, and the ending too. I mean, the ending, I'm not going to say what the ending is, but when you get to the ending, it's just, it's sad but happy at the same time. Like, if you see the film, then you'll know what I mean by that. But and you feel sorry for a lot of the characters, because like some of them don't make it out, and you feel sorry for them because you get to like these characters and things like that. And just the camaraderie between all these guys is just fantastic. This cast is just phenomenal, and there's like so many great emotional moments, especially in the beginning where Gene Hackman is trying to sleep at night, and he envisions his son when he was a little boy, and the little boy's like saying hi and things like that. And Gene Hackman like puts his hand out, and then the little boy touches his hand, and then the hand like disappears, and you see Gene Hackman kind of do that. You know, so he's really concerned about like finding his son that went missing in Vietnam, and just, you know, I can't say much more about Uncommon Valor. That has, you know, I encourage anybody out there to check this film out. Alex, Rob, Jason, Sean, you know, anybody, and Sean, you know, Sean, not only Sean Urshan, but Sean Blu-ray Digital, Bronco, like anybody out there, please check this film out as soon as you can. Uncommon Valor. One of the most underrated, it's a criminally underrated movie. It's a true underrated gem. Great cast: Gene Hackman, Fred Ward, Robert Stack, Patrick Swayze, Tim Thomerson, Reb Brown, Randall Tex Cobb, Harold Sylvester. Directed extremely well by Ted Kotcheff. It's got a great blend of everything. It's got great music. It's got a really great heart to it as well. Nice bits of humor, action, drama, and has a really wonderful song at the very end that just tugs at your heartstrings, called Brothers in the Night by Ray Kennedy. You know, and everybody standing tall. You know, it's such a great song at the end, Brothers in the Night by Ray Kennedy. I mean, this film is just so forgotten about. It gets forgotten about, doesn't get talked about a whole lot. And overall, I love Uncommon Valor. I love this film a lot. So, I'm not going to say much more about it, but really do enjoy this movie a lot. So, that was pretty much it for my review for Uncommon Valor. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You guys take care.